Hey, have you heard about the latest buzz in the boxing world? So, Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer, is being warned by some of the biggest legends in boxing about his potential fight with Mike Tyson.
Just a final one for myself. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson have had that press conference. I spoke to it about it last time when it got announced. Now it's been sanctioned as a professional boxing fight. We've seen Tyson in that press conference. He does look a bit old. He is old. What do you make of that press conference, and what do you make of it being sanctioned as a professional fight?
Tyson ain't, look, we know he's 58, whatever, right? You don't need Teddy Atlas to tell you that. But what that video does tell you, he's a different guy. Which you can expect at that, but he's a different guy. He's not that guy that he was when he was scaring the bejesus out of people, you know, before fight. And when you knew what he was going to do, one thing, he was going to go and get you. Whether he got you or not, he was going. Now he's not. He doesn't appear to be that guy. And what is that? How does that manifest itself as far as a performance? I'll tell you one thing. He still has quick twitch fibers. He still has muscle memory. He was a great heavyweight champion. That he still remembers how to slip, how to throw and fill a hole when he slipped, how to weave, how to come out of it with a hook. He still has power. The last thing to go, you know, reflexes are going to go. Speed is going to be deteriorated. But power is the last thing to go. He still has power. He's still got that quick twitch with speed. The early rounds will be, if it's real. I don't know if it's real. I know one thing that's real. You know what that is? The first couple of rounds are going to be dangerous for Paul. Even at 58, I don't care. They're going to be dangerous if it's real. If it's real. And I give credit to Paul. Look, that guy's a genius. I mean, first of all, he didn't disrespect the sport. I hear people come up to me. I've been in the sport 50 years. Say, oh, Teddy, he disrespected the sport. No, he didn't. He went out there. He got a trainer. He worked in the gym for 4 years, 5 years, whatever the hell it's been, to try to become the best fighter that he could be. To learn the sport, to respect the sport enough to learn. Now, did he pick his spots? Was he smart? Yeah. What are we supposed to hate him for that? For being smart and finding a way to go from where he was to this and to make money? But he still was, there was a legitimacy to it. Or what's the legitimacy? Yeah, I know he picked older guys that were UFC fighters and they weren't the greatest strikers, but you know what they were? They were physically strong and apt guys that were fighters mentally. There was still an element of danger getting in a ring with them. They still were fighters. They knew how to deal with that atmosphere where he hadn't been in that atmosphere. So I give him credit for that. And I give him credit for, you know, knowing how to make money.
Jake Paul has been making waves in the boxing scene, taking on some big names and actually winning. But now, there's talk that he might face Mike Tyson. Yes, that Mike Tyson.
It's been 4 years in this sport, and I've done more to it than any boxer in the history of the sport. So in due time, sir, I will be fighting for a world championship, and I will be shutting you the up and making you eat your own words, just like the rest of these.
AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. It will be the massive, biggest event.
Even though Tyson is older now, he's still a beast in the ring. Remember, this guy was the youngest heavyweight champion ever and is known for his insane power and speed. So, these boxing legends, like George Foreman and even Tyson's former opponents, are stepping in with some advice. They're basically saying, Jake, be careful. Tyson is a whole different level. They're not just talking about the physical danger, but also the mental game. Several notable figures in the boxing and fighting community have warned Jake Paul about his upcoming fight with Mike Tyson. Teddy Atlas, Tyson's former coach, has expressed concern about the match, emphasizing the potential dangers for Paul. Atlas noted that while Paul might be confident due to Tyson's age, Tyson's power remains formidable even at 57. He cautioned Paul to be fully aware of Tyson's capabilities, regardless of any possible pre-fight agreements. Additionally, UFC interim heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall has voiced his worries, particularly regarding Tyson's health. He highlighted the risks Tyson faces due to his age and extensive history of head trauma, suggesting that stepping into the ring with Paul could be particularly hazardous for the aging legend. Furthermore, Nathan Howarth from the Concussion Legacy Foundation UK pointed out the severe health risks Tyson might encounter, especially related to brain injuries. Howarth emphasized that Tyson's age and past brain damage could exacerbate the consequences of any head trauma sustained during the fight. These warnings underscore the significant concerns surrounding the match, highlighting the physical risks for both fighters, especially the older Tyson. When Mike Tyson talks about how he'd beat Jake Paul, it's like listening to a master craftsman explain his trade. Tyson's confidence comes from a place of deep experience and unparalleled skill in the boxing ring. He doesn't just talk about fighting. He talks about dismantling his opponents with a kind of clinical precision that's both terrifying and fascinating. First off, Tyson would leverage his vast experience. Unlike Jake Paul, who's relatively new to the boxing scene, Tyson has been in the ring with some of the greatest fighters in history. He knows every trick, every strategy, and every move that can make the difference between winning and losing. This experience is like having a built-in GPS for the ring. He knows exactly where to go and what to do at all times. Tyson's approach to fighting Jake Paul would be rooted in his trademark aggression. He wouldn't give Paul a moment to breathe. From the first bell, Tyson would be on him, cutting off the ring and forcing him into uncomfortable positions. This relentless pressure is something Paul hasn't truly faced before. Sure, Paul has fought a few matches, but none against someone with Tyson's ferocity and intensity. In terms of technique, Tyson's power punches are legendary. He's known for his explosive combinations that come out of nowhere. One minute you think you're safe, and the next, you're on the canvas wondering what just happened. Tyson would use his superior hand speed and power to land these devastating blows, targeting Paul's weaknesses and exploiting them mercilessly. Tyson's presence in the ring is intimidating, and his experience is unmatched. Foreman, for instance, mentioned that while Jake has shown potential, fighting Tyson is like nothing he's ever faced. And they're not wrong. Tyson, despite his age, still packs a punch and has that killer instinct. Tyson is also incredibly smart in the ring. He understands the psychology of his opponents and uses it to his advantage.
It was good while it lasted for Jake, okay? It was good while it lasted. It's not gonna last much longer. He's improved a lot, yes, he did improve a lot. But he's not gonna have a good night when he fights me on July 20th. I think you're suicidal, that's what I think. I was born
Plus,
to do this, but
the mental pressure of going up against someone like Tyson can't be underestimated. The advice is simple but crucial. Respect the sport, respect Tyson, and understand what you're getting into. The legends aren't trying to scare Jake off, but are reminding him that boxing isn't just about hype and publicity. It's a serious, dangerous sport.
Your reaction to Jake saying he will become a world champion?
Everyone's entitled to have a dream. No, seriously, I'm being serious. I think there's absolutely no way he can beat a world champion and become world champion. But I will say he's improving a lot. He's dedicated to the sport. I don't know how good he is because he hasn't really faced a real fighter yet. It's not his fault. He signed to fight Tommy Fury.
A five-time world champion and Tyron Woodley's a real fighter.
Mate, he's not a real boxer. He's not, Jake.
Well, I mean, the first skill in MMA is boxing.
Jake,
he won the UFC championship with a right hand.
He's a great UFC
But you consider Tommy Fury a real boxer?
Yes, but I'm not in terms of ability. But listen, but Tyron
so what defines a real boxer?
A real boxer is someone that is his
journeyman,
craft.
like Andy Bishop, who have.
Who's Andy Bishop?
Exactly, but he's a real boxer, right?
Yeah, but
because anyone can go and get a professional boxing
but what I'm saying
license.
is, Usman does not qualify to give you any right to talk about you fighting for a world title. And nor does Tommy Fury, actually. But I'll give you the props, I'll give you the respect, you're improving all the time, but the proof will be in the pudding. I don't believe. By the way, I've said that I think Jake Paul is better than some fighters, but I don't believe you will ever get close to being a world-class fighter.
I believe that I would beat anybody on your roster that's under 10 fights. Anyone.
We can do that.
Any one of your fighters that has under 10 fights. Easy.
Okay.
So
a cruiserweight?
Literally any weight.
Okay. So
any weight.
Any weight.
Any weight. Any weight.
Perfect.
I will beat anybody on your roster.
I've got about 400 of them.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Let's run it up.
Chef
no
Clark.
No problem. Give me your best real boxer.
Okay. Chef Clark.
Give me your best real boxer.
Chef Clark, 1-0, right? Boxed in the Olympics, didn't medal. 1-0, just had one professional fight. He's a cruiserweight. You can have him, and I'll tell you what, I'll even provide him. Well, actually, let me be careful on the price.
I don't know.
No, but I'm telling you, I've got 5.
Let's do it. No problem. Okay. I already said I'm down. We're betting $1 million. I'm taking on anyone on your roster with under 10 fights. No problem. And that's right now too. Just wait to just give me a couple years, bro. Ooh, I'm coming for your boy Canelo.
Yeah,
I'm coming for your boy Canelo. Okay. That's on God.
Look, I don't think he minds that fight. You know?
He didn't say no.
No, I know.
Canelo didn't say no to a fight with him.
No, well, why would he not? That's the biggest. That's one of the biggest fights in boxing that can be made.
Payday.
Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson is like a clash of eras, new school versus old school.
I watched your training video. I know you're in super shape. You're going into this fight. You're nearly twice as old as this guy. Is that an advantage for him? Younger, faster. Although you look, you looked like you were on your A game in the video. I mean, do you feel?
I don't think he's faster than me.
How hard are you training?
I train every day.
Okay, how many hours a day you training?
I take it serious. Listen, it's the whole day. The process goes through the whole day. I get up in the morning, do the road work, then I go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again.
Yeah. So Jake Paul is saying he wants to be a world champion. He says you're the greatest heavyweight champion ever, the baddest man on the planet, and the most dangerous boxer of all time. This will be the fight of a lifetime. You've had a chance to assess Jake Paul. What do you think of his boxing ability?
I think he's came a long way from YouTubing. And listen, I've seen a YouTube of him at 16 doing weird dances. That's not the guy I'm going to be fighting. This guy's going to come, he's going to try to hurt me, which I'm accustomed to, and he's going to be greatly mistaken.
Let's talk about, there's been a lot of rumors out there about the fight that maybe you're going to have 18-ounce gloves, you're going to be wearing headgear. Any truth to any of that?
No, not true at all. Not true. Not true. No true. This is called an exhibition. But if you look up exhibition, you will not see any of the laws that we're fighting under. This is a fight.
You're going in, this is a real fight, and you're going in to win this fight.
It could be epic, but it's also risky. So, if Jake really goes through with this, he needs to train harder than ever. Jake Paul says his training for fighting Mike Tyson is intense and focused. He's working with top trainers, sparring hard, and improving his technique, especially his footwork and defense. He's doing serious conditioning to build stamina and is mentally preparing by visualizing the fight. Jake's studying Tyson's moves, staying confident, and using the underdog motivation to push himself harder. He's determined to prove he belongs in the ring with a legend. and be mentally prepared for a whole new level of competition. What do you think? Should Jake take on Tyson, or is it too big of a leap?
Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
Yeah, come on, Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. I like it. Yeah. Hey, I hope y'all keep that same energy when I knock this old man the out.
Mike Tyson is risking serious injury against a powerful 27-year-old who is in his prime. What do you say to that?
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off over there. He's fat. I thought, did you start training already?
Hey, Buster Douglas was fat, am I right?
I know, but you're no Buster Douglas.
I'm better. I'm better. And I'm gonna end you quicker than he did. And you'll remember that forever. You started me off. I appreciate that, Mike. I love you. I love you. Like a father loves his son, but I must discipline you. You're going down, old man.
Okay, I love you too.
A number of people say when they talk about this fight, they say if Mike Tyson doesn't get Jake Paul early and get him out of there early, there's no way he can go all 8 rounds and win this fight. What do you say to that?
Okay, whatever. It's hard to even really be, he's not gonna win. Look at, he can't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How's he gonna knock me out? What's the other guy, Anderson Silva? He didn't knock those little guys. How you gonna knock me out?